going to be reviewing a ZywOo demo, but this one is very special. This is very unique. This is when he was playing in the Fort Worth event recently here in the US of A. What would you do if you were down 11-0 in a high-level championship game? Would you crack? Would you fold? Most people would, especially when we see here ZywOo's been having a nightmare performance. Best player in the world right here, the GOAT. How is he going to respond? What is he going to do to claw his way back out of this? From the beginning here, guys, I'm going to give you a little bit of a tip. When you're playing in these type of scenarios, when you're down so big, especially when it's a best of 3, a best of 5, these multiple map series, just play one round at a time. You can't win the game in one round. You can't win, with one kill. You have to sit there and just forget the scoreline. Also, on the flip side, when you are up 11-0, exact same thing. You're not up 11-0. You're playing this round. That's all that matters in your brain. The best players in the world, the best athletes in the world are going to have that mindset. They're going to have that hunger, and they're never happy. They're never satisfied with what's going on in the game. I want to start this demo off at 0-11 to really see how this incredible comeback forms, because spoiler alert, ZywOo pops off, goes crazy, team is farming, and yeah, you can see Mikaze is actually getting really disrespectful there. Up 11-0. He says, I'm just better. I'm going to be on top of credit. Just ego fighting ZywOo. This round's very chaotic, and boom. Good spacing from Mezzy, but yeah, you can tell just by the T sides. Vitality's kind of just like scrimming outside at that point, kind of just like, hey, let's see if we can get one round here. Run around going crazy, and they pick it up. Bang. Let's go ahead and hop over here on CD side now. Let's see what ZywOo is doing. Now, with any good star player, you're going to see, what does Apex do? ZywOo take the dualies. When you're in your pogs and you know you have a really good player in team, offer them these things. Hey, take the dualies, take the upgraded pistol, go make their life easier, because it's the cheat code. It's the way to play. Okay, so it looks like he's going to decide to go on the floor here. You notice he plays anti-flash. Any high-level player or team is going to do this, where they run a little bit backwards like that. And there's actually a reason. You might say, CoJo, why doesn't he just start top hut? Why doesn't he just go and start top hut if that's where he wants to be? And a lot of the reasoning is because if he is in the floor position here, he's kind of able to pivot and shoot the guys running out hut a lot easier. At high level, the molly top hut on the A rush. Also, if he drops floor and then walks up on top of hut, there was no audio cue, which I think is the most important thing. There was no audio cue telling the other team that he's going to be here. So if they do an A pop instead of an A rush, he is going to be in a more surprising position if they were using their ears. These are doing a little bit of a wrap here. So are the CTs going to take lobby? That's my question. So they're actually playing for the wrap outside. You can see Rops and Apex are playing for the wrap. So I think that's why they don't take lobby. It looks like this is a hardcore anti-strat, honestly. This looks like a hardcore anti-strat. So ZywOo does have to make a decision here, though, because he's kind of in the middle of nowhere. Like, he's looking at everything. It makes noise, too. Unlucky. Oh, wow. He's actually, he's exposed to heaven that whole time. Wow. It's kind of surprising. You can tell honestly, he is the GOAT right now. Like, he is the best. But, he didn't really know where to go or what to do there either. But finds the play he wants to make and commits to it. But I'm sensing like not necessarily pressure, but a little bit of shock maybe that Na'Vi just like was whooping him so hard. This is the guy you want in the 1v1 now. Like, this is the guy you want in the 1v1. Bro, like, look at the read. Oh my god, bro, look at the read, man. 10 seconds too. Dude, it's just insane, man. Like just absolutely insane that he makes the right read there and knows what's up. A lot of times in these series too, you're just thinking, what can I do to get back into the game? We might not win nuke. What are we going to do to just get momentum going into the next map and the next map, right? The best players in the world have this mentality where they take the emotion out of the game like that. If we lose on nuke, like, we got 2 more chances. This is a best of 5, so you got 2 more chances. So one thing you'll notice here, what is Apex and ZywOo doing? They're doing a setup where Apex is going to swing off of ZywOo's contact. This is what every high-level player is capable of. When you're in your queues, if you're in my lobbies, Apex is hardcore going to peek off that. They also might have Rops rotate out and flash for both of them. But yeah, it's a really cool setup. Hey, you take contact, I'm swinging. Then they naturally get a nice little double peek coming in here, which is really sick. Also, it minimizes the risk of getting one digged, right? So a lot of players will just swing here willy-nilly. And then Wonderful, that's exactly what he's looking for. He's looking for that garage peek for that guy to swing and just dome him in the head. So yeah, pretty interesting setup. I love this angle, by the way. People tell me how useless this angle is. This angle is unbelievably good for information. You will never die here. If you die here, I will be shocked, because like it is one of the safest angles in the game. And again, every one of you guys, like, you'll sit there and just try to farm ecos, go crazy, you know, see how much impact you can get, pad your stats, get all these kills. The best player in the world here, he is not even greedy. He is chilling. He's doing his thing. And Vitality is so good with that, by the way. Look how many layers on top of layers they have here. Not only is this a contact play for ZywOo, look at where Flames is. Look at where Apex is. How do you beat these people? How do you beat these people? Genuinely, they're all connected here, even though they are not next to each other. They are all connected outside on this fight without even being next to them. You know, the next thing we're gonna say, who's the solo guy? Mezzy. He's got Flames that can pivot and help him out right away if needed. And then Rops, right? Very isolated, very by himself. Usually players shouldn't really play this stuck in one position. Robs kind of gets away with it, I'm not gonna lie. But again, ZywOo's right there to peek with him. These guys, their setups are unbelievable. I think that's what wins them so many games too, because teams just don't know how to counter this. Also, apologies guys, I'm a little sick right now, so if I'm sniffling or something, it's because of that. But yeah, so I mean, honestly, just really good stuff. Let's go ahead and get into this next round here. And you don't win these games all at once. So what do they do here? They have a little bit of an HE pile. This is great strats. So their unique pile is actually going to be up here. Every team's going to have a different spot where they kind of juggle it and have those nades. I want you to watch this round and watch the brilliance of this. I want you to watch the brilliance. So boom, we throw the first nade at and we disrupt these smokes. Makaze, you could see, wanted to speed up and go down secret here. He really did. Like, he wanted to go down secret, but gets disrupted. He has to wait a second because he doesn't want to get killed out in the open. So now, what does Apex do? All right, I got the next nade. Oh, maybe ZywOo. Nope, ZywOo's going to throw another one. So bang, ZywOo disrupts again. Boom. Makaze's like, oh, shoot. Okay, I'm going to make my other play. I'm going to try to go through the smoke. You can see Bomb was trying to get down. All these players were trying to go down secret. This was clearly their idea in the round. Boom, Apex nades there. Finally, he throws his. Can't get down. Just by the time they're trying to get down, there's going to be no chance for them. Even another one. And by the way, I mean, man, poor Lexi B. At this point, do you really think 4 nades are going to come in? Do you really think that you're going to get quad naded outside trying to cross? I mean, that's got to be so tilting to deal with. Because one thing that ZywOo is so good at is when he's on the rifle, he finds ways to get active. You'll see a lot of oppers when they're on the rifle, their stats drop off, their impact drops off. It just is really bad to watch them play. ZywOo finds so many active ways to keep fighting and playing. Now, he's stuck behind this AC here, so what does he do? Instinctively sits here and throws a flash for himself. Instinctively, just to pressure, just to create that passive pressure, I guess, in a sense, for his team. Because look what Apex does off of this flash. Sees a shadow. Great shadow advantage, by the way. Insane shadow advantage. Bang. You know, kind of peeking off the flash. Doesn't really blind him, but you know, good team play. Oh, dude. And honestly, crazy repositioning. Was this necessary? No. Was it necessary? But look at how this guy just floats and bounces. So boom, there's the flash. Yes, he initially picked out the flash. So boom, he catches this crazy timing out into garage here. Dude. Hey guys, if you're watching on YouTube right now, you got to get in Twitch and be part of these, because we got legends like Scouter, Kelsey CS in here. We got lots of awesome people watching these demo reviews. And honestly, definitely an overheat. That was super overheat. You could even argue the garage fight is a little unnecessary. But in order to make these great comebacks, in order to get back in the game, you got to have that healthy ego in a way to get yourself back into it. You're not going to make these comebacks by sitting in one spot and just hiding. You're just straight up not. You know, Robs, again, how do you beat these guys in clutches? You got ZywOo in a 1v1 on pistol round. You got Robs in another 1v1. 4 HP, man. That 4 HP is going to haunt Na'Vi. That 4 HP is straight up going to haunt them, dude. So standard, a lot of you guys that are lower elo, maybe below face level 8, 9, you guys think that the garage opera position is where you should be every round. That's just straight up not. You have to realize on Nuke, your position is this. Everything. If there is a default spot for an opera to be, it's going to be the heaven. You are the heaven rotator, essentially. But you should literally be everywhere. Secret, outside, heaven, ramp, like genuinely everywhere. So one thing you're gonna see high level players do more than your lower elo players, and it really is a skill. They are so good at playing anti-flash. They know a hit's coming in, and they know they have these little windows. So a flash comes off, they peek again. Then they know another one's coming, they play anti-flash. A lot of you guys, you don't understand. You're just like, oh, it's unlucky, CoJo, when I'm coaching you. What do you mean I'm supposed to turn? Yeah, like naturally you should know when these flashes are coming in and start to play off of it. Cool. So they just clean up. Let's go to the next round here. So he's gonna be a garage upper this round. What are they doing here? What is, bro? What is this? A double nade? Oh my goodness. And what is that telling the opponents, by the way? That's telling them that, like, even if you think you're safe here, you're not. This nade stack is so sick because you're just showing them, yeah, like, you guys are not going to be able to just chill red. At any point in these rounds, we might nuke you red. When you throw these outside cross smokes, we might nuke the outside cross. Their HGs are such a weapon outside that it's conditioning Na'Vi to be very timid, be very cautious of some sort of outside take. Again, this angle, these type of, like, blast fights are amazing. Now, what that also does tell Na'Vi, though, is that the CTs have gotten rid of 2 of their nades. And I don't think that this is on accident. Do you see this other smoke they throw? I actually think that's a tier 1 meta where they're going to make it so even if you blow up in the smoke, they have cover right here, which is pretty interesting. Like, honestly, that's pretty sick. Because, look, he blows it open. That's actually a pretty perfect nade. ZywOo is just so good in everything he does, honestly. This is just a ZywOo glaze fest. And he should be glazed. Good opera here. Rotate in. But why is he posted? Curious what's going on here, because I don't necessarily like that. Yeah, what's he doing? I'm not too sure why he would smoke ramp and then double up and block. That doesn't make sense to me. That I'm not sure why he's doing that. Yeah, I don't know about that one. You would think, honestly, like he would smoke ramp and then just float and leave Robs to kind of hold it, but and like go somewhere else, but not sure. Oh my dude, his shots are just insane. Just insane, bro. Oh yeah, he spots him here. Beats the molly. Oh my goodness. And you might be like, how does Alexi B not hear this? How does Alexi B not hear ZywOo dropping? But it's because there's so much going on. He already mollied heaven. He thinks he's got ZywOo taken care of. It's hard to hear this, especially like in an intense environment and stuff. Boom, he doesn't even see him. He thinks there's no chance. Ah, bro, yeah, you can't even hear that. It's so quiet. Okay, so another round. So he was always changing his angle. He's always playing a different position. Uppers out there. Write that down. Write that down. He is playing a different spot every single time. Credit, garage, heaven. Man, he's doing different stuff. You can also see he always has some sort of rifler with him. And beautiful flash, guys. Just the simple stuff. Going back to the basics. Just a simple little flash play for Apex. They've got all these complex nade stacks. They do everything. And Apex gives them another flash as well, which this type of stuff is super underrated. I mean, man, it's genuinely the basics. Just doing the small stuff right. And you can get so far in this game. So, yeah, okay, so why does he smoke ramp and just stay here? That's what I'm curious about. Is that a read where, like, they think Makaze or somebody's just, or Bit, I don't know, IM is just going to walk through it? Because generally, you would tell an opera you don't want to smoke and then double post on something. Like, you're blocking and then you wouldn't want to double post. Obviously, ZywOo is best player in the world. Like, I'm just curious, honestly. Maybe it's a bait, like an opera isn't there, because they're playing, like, 5D chess at this point, where it's, like, layers on top of layers on top of layers. So that is the nuance you kind of have to have in these demos, is they're going to be doing stuff that is, like, crazy counter reads and everything. You gotta realize these tier 1 teams have 5 coaches on their roster, like a head coach, assistant, analyst, you know, bunch of different trainers and stuff. They use every AI and analysis demo breakdown tool out there. Yeah, exactly. So maybe right there, it's like, oh yeah, guys, they just smoked ramp. Like, it's just ROPS here, just ROPS. Like, let's pop through it. That's the type of stuff I wouldn't necessarily replicate in your games. I would be very active in your pugs. But man, I love watching this brilliance. So I think he goes back here because he didn't get spotted. So he thinks good safe spot to be again. Oh, and here they go. They're going to do their nade play again. This really was a hard read. This was a super hard read. Wow. I respect it. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful to watch the preparation that goes into these games. Okay, so he's trying to look over the smokes now. Naded open. Flashes for his teammates. Just putting so much pressure, man. Like, these guys just can't get down without any safety. Another nade, so he breaks up in twice and then eventually gets caught out on the peak. And Apex actually chooses to buy his time here, not even peek. But yeah, maybe he gets a little too loose. And that's honestly a good adjustment from Na'Vi to throw the third smoke that goes like right here while they have their wall up. Because then it kind of changes up like how good they're able to break that smoke open. So that's actually around Na'Vi 1. So that's the last regulation round that they'll take for this game. That round, the 1v1 against Rops is going to haunt them for so long. It's going to haunt them. So he's being loud here. He's like going loud and proud right now. Oh, dude, again, setup on top of setup. That's why he's being loud. That's why, because he's trying to bait them into a timing where they walk out and say, oh, the opper's not posted on me garage. The opper's not here because the opper's shooting down here. Opper is shooting in yard position and not garage. Maybe I get a little curious. Maybe I walk out here early because I know that he's not going to get me from there. So it like you could bait him into walking into Apex, for example. But watch this flash setup they have. These, if you have a duo, these are the simple things you should take from these pro games. Simple flash setups. Look at this. Simple. Just toss it in front of you. And do you notice Apex doesn't make any steps? Did every one of you see that? Apex makes 0 steps right there. He just turned around real quick to get info on what's going on. And ZywOo has another flash where Apex actually going to peek now. Again, no steps. Mikaze catches him off though. But, dude, this is just layers on layers. A normal team, that might be the setup that they run. But look, the whole time Flames is covering Apex's top side. So ZywOo, superstar, best upper in the world, just being a support player here, and he's out. He's gone because this is actually a Flames and Apex setup. This is not a ZywOo setup. This is just a Flames and Apex setup with ZywOo helping. Man, it comes in and rotates and can't catch the shot, but again, Rops is there to trade. You're very rarely going to see these players go down by themselves. People think that Vitality is just crazy star players, individuals, but generally you're always going to get traded by somebody. I think your only chance to take 1v1s is against a player like Rops, honestly. And if that's the player that you're able to isolate, good luck. Good luck to you, man. Good luck to you. Because that's where he shines. That's where he shines, man. So he's going to rotate to ramp here. And I would say this is super passive opping, by the way. Like, this is hyper passive opping. And break it open. You get the theme. You get the idea here. You get the strat of what they're doing. Just break it open every time. Remember, guys, this all started being down 11-0. Being down 11-0. All of this started. Boom, this smoke is really good. I show you guys how to throw that in my coaching services. Now you know it for free. That's the beauty of YouTube. Now you know it for free. This is a really good angle to op because you're going to see if ZywOo starts getting flashed, getting blinded, what he's going to do is drop down here and then combat op on site as well. Like pivot around these pillars. Really good position. He loves this little area on nuke. This is his like wheelhouse. Yeah, and then they're just going to save. So end of that round. Very easy for him. Op standard out here again. There's Mikaze. Mikaze's going crazy outside. Oh my goodness. Nope. No, you're not. I think that's a huge thing to point out here. Guys, Mikaze is a super W holder, like an aggressive player. If you can harass him early and show them that he's not going to be able to do any of these plays, he's got to play a completely different play style. He's got to play completely different. You completely like take him out of the picture. Notice Rops is rotating and ZywOo doesn't just go down there, rotate with him, knife out, that type of thing. What he does is he instantly posts on a lurk through. Instantly. I think they also had a read. I think they thought like the lobby lurk would be prone to play like that, I guess, this game. But it's just good. It's good in general to hold that and get the info. It's all B. So cool. Another great round. Another easy round for them. Same angle. This is comfort zone right here. And you notice he doesn't stick around too long. That's one thing I want to point out too. Like, he'll start there, but he doesn't stay there too long because then that position starts to get countered. Oh yeah, also really good movement there. The reason he's comfortable playing like this too is because his teammate is going to tell him if anyone goes top mini. Because you're like, oh, well, isn't he exposed to top mini? Like, won't he? Yeah, but like, even if his teammates in here, they have good communication where they're gonna tell each other, hey bro, he just dropped top main on you. It's the stuff in Pug sometimes you can't really do because people don't use their mic as much as you'd hope for. So it does make it tough. Ah, dude, Mikaze, yeah, just Mikaze is so out of it. Again, I think the most crazy part of this demo is the fact that you don't really see ZywOo leaving this like bubble. Like this bubble right here, you do not see him leaving. I'm shocked. The most passive opping I've seen in a long time. And so it doesn't really matter where he posts right here because all this isn't broken, not open, not open. That's the beauty of this position. It's very low stress, low cortisol hold. He can pretty much hold whatever. Like he's going to be able to react to anything that happens. Yep. And then Navi is just going to save again. And look at what Vitality's going to do. You notice, guys, they're hunting. They are 100% hunting here. 1000% hunting. Because it's 10 to 12. They can rebuy everyone here. They do not care. If 4 of them die here, it is worth it to them. It is worth it. Whoever dies here does not matter. Yeah, run through the molly. Go crazy. Because if you even get 1 kill here, it's huge. Doesn't end up working out for them. Another passive start. Another passive start here. And really good angle you can post on. Yeah, I honestly think if you guys op like ZywOo in your games, like you would find a lot of success. At least when I was competing and coming up, like if you wanted to op like simple, you're gonna throw a lot of rounds. You're gonna be out of position quite a bit. It was always device and ZywOo if you want to learn proper positioning and rotations. Honestly, it always was, and it's still to this day. It's so impressive. Oh, dude, look at that patience. Oh my, dude, look at that patience. That is not random, by the way. Wait. Bang, op shot. Right there, bang, op shot. He knows the opera is now stuck on this side of the map. You could draw a line outside right now. The opera is stuck over there. Boom, walks the line. Amazing. And Apex is baiting that whole time as well. Apex is just shooting the smoke, baiting the opera to peek out here and look for him. It's just crazy, man. Just insane. All of this being down 11-0. So, it looks like ZywOo even getting aggressive here, getting confident. You'll see a lot of micro twitches and movements too. It's just to like, keep yourself locked in and make sure you're never like truly static. Like he's always moving in some way. Always. So impressive, man. So impressive. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Imagine, dude. You're playing against ZywOo. The entire CT half that they played. The guy doesn't go for a single aggressive pick. He just sits back and lets you throw. Disrupts your outside take, makes your life miserable. In the first round of OT, he runs through main to go pick door. That is some psychology right there. Like that is some mental warfare. And what's he do, guys? Floats away instantly. Bam. He was main. He got the shot. And now he's back up here in heaven. Just never know where this guy's gonna be. Oh, unless he does that. It's way too aggressive. Damn, like. Can't believe he's swinging that. Like, what the heck? Bro does not care. Bro is done. He is like double negative. He's He's like, I don't even care at this point, man. Get me out of here. Another flash for Apex. Bang. Amazing. Smoke off ramp as well. Notice how deep he gets that smoke too. We just watched a demo of one of my students I was coaching. They made the exact mistake where they come out here and they throw the smoke off of this wall. And it lands right here. So bad. So bad. Every single time bounces off there. So it gets deep. I really think he was doing this to fake him out. Yeah, here's the read. Here's the read. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, he's doing too much here. Yeah, he's doing too much. Was there a guy down B maybe? Oh, maybe there's a guy down B. Yeah, he kind of had to decide to fight an angle here, I guess. Yeah, because where was his teammates? Oh, no, he had Flames down on B. Did Flames die? No, honestly, ZywOo's doing too much here. I'm not gonna lie. He straight up is overheating. Yeah, straight up overheating. He had Flames this whole time. He should have actually played with him. Would have been so easy. But there's our answer, I guess. I really do think it was a read or just like trying to trick your opponent into thinking that the op isn't actually there. Oh, damn. You just scared him with that nade. That's how much aura Mezzi had right there. That's the funny thing about watching ZywOo. It's just like clean, good CS. Just clean, good CS. Like he maxes out the intangibles. Can you grab it through there? Oh my goodness. You can grab nades through the thing, I think. What the heck? Really impressive, honestly. That's one small thing I want to tell you guys. You'll see some of the greatest oppers. You're like, when should I single scope or when should I double scope? Generally, you want to single scope. Not super long range. That makes sense. Also, when you are fighting somebody on the smallest headshot angle, it really does pay off to double click in real quick. So bang, like an angle like this, double click it. Double click, that's fine. Single scope. That's like a niche thing. Some people ask me like, well, you know, when should I do it? When should I not? Another time when double scoping does kind of make sense, is okay, is when it's a linear fight. So like ramp, for example, it's a very linear fight. It's very simple. You're not going to get swung from multiple different angles. So double scoping makes a lot of sense versus if I'm out here, you know, outside fighting, sometimes you don't really want to do that, especially in a pod, because it's like you could get swung from a different angle that you can't see. You might miss out on the flash that's coming in. You don't actually get to see the flash. So some nuance. Yeah, he never sticks around. It's hard to punish him in these because he doesn't actually like stay too long. Oh, here's another setup. Apex is back in this position out here. So what happened earlier? He got punished hardcore for being here in the setup. I'm really curious what happens this time. So there's the same ZywOo flash. You see he does the same thing every time with it. There's a second flash. This is clearly just that name setup they have. So this time he actually sees him and he starts shooting him. Dude, that would have killed him. That straight up would have killed him too. Ah, man, unlucky. Unlucky. Unlucky, man. Ah, yeah, how's he play this? How's he play this? Oh, legs him. So much confidence. Hey, another small detail that you guys, some of you are doing wrong. Watch how he puts the molly out. Every high level player does this. Bang, shoots. Over, peeks a little bit, gets the kill though, so the ego pays off. He's going to put the molly out as far in the corner as he can, leaving him room to actually peek with it. Yeah, he's over peeking. He's super confident, but his teammate's there. His teammate's there. Good molly. Wow, great molly. That molly put a lot of good pressure in, but a lot of guys will just throw the smoke right on top of the molly and you don't see right away. When you throw it in the corner, you get this like 1 second of opportunity to swing with it and fight. It's really good stuff, honestly. So he's just listening. He's being a ghost. I think this teammate's probably just cleaned up, yeah. I got a feel for Na'Vi though, because these type of games on the flip side are stuff that make you rethink everything in life. I cannot even imagine at their level. I seriously cannot even imagine at their level what that feeling's got to be like. I know for the small tournaments I played in and stuff, how depressing, how miserable it feels. So I teach you guys this as well. Really cool angle that he plays. You guys use this in your games. There's an invisible ledge right here you can jump up on. So cool. I love fighting people like this. It's pretty sick. Ah, you can just see the difference though. Like, dude, Vitality just have so much more complexity to their setups. Like, again, I really don't know how you beat them, straight up. This team is the closest team I've ever seen to perfect in my life. It means I was kind of going a little aggressive by himself here, honestly. Oh yeah, he honestly could have died, but you know, he's just doing his thing. He's lurking. He's probably feeling like super confident right now too, honestly. Oh, and are they gonna go back up A? Dude, the new ladder change is so frustrating. Oh, so many players are still trying to do the silent one where you go up silently with it, but I don't know why Valve did that. Look at that little pop play. Hey, Dude, he turned into an entry this round. He's just an entry. Spacing's a little off, honestly. They pick it up. And bang. Just like that. Thank you guys so much for watching this demo review. We do these live on Twitch. Shout out to all the people that were watching live. ZywOo is absolutely cracked. He's insane. Let me know in the comments down below which player you want me to review next.